Welcome to the Wrestle Story and our Worlds Collide recap show. I am Mr. Gleen.
I am Maven. Welcome to the Wrestle Story.
Yes.
That was such a weird intro. Why'd you do it so weirdly?
Well, because since, I could have done the normal, we stream every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday. I just decided to do it different. I don't know.
So, what is up, guys? How's it going?
What'd you think of the show?
We are here recapping Worlds Collide. I actually thought it was a really good show.
Yes, definitely a good show.
Thoroughly enjoyed everything.
Yes.
Didn't have a problem with anything, really-ish.
No.
Majority of it, I was super okay with and really loved.
Yep. Definitely a good show. I think they could have done something different with the last match, but.
I think they could have done something different with the women's match.
Hello, Mrs. Gleen. How's it going?
I loved NXT Worlds Collide. Super cool.
Yeah, it was really good.
Too. I thought it was great. So, overall, solid show. 10 out of 10. Would recommend you watch it. Right?
Yes.
Do you agree?
Definitely watch it. Hey, my phone.
Oh, I was like, what do you want? Do you want my water or what?
Oh,
What do you? Because you were like.
I'm gonna make sure the tweet went out and everything went out like
what?
it was supposed to.
What did that even mean, man? So, yes, great show. Loved it. So, we start the show off. We get a new Cruiserweight title. They redid the Cruiserweight Championship. It's brand new, and it looks pretty cool. It's no longer purple. It's black and sort of a silvery purple-ish color.
Yeah. Why is my Twitch not showing up right?
I don't know.
That is weird.
No idea. But
I'm gonna have to go in and fix that.
they redid the championship, which I think is really cool, and I think a lot of people have wanted the championship to be redone for a while now.
I think it's a cool looking championship.
Like, it really is, though. So
I like the back. I like the back silver. Whoop 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 whoop.
Whoop whoop. Yes.
Hey, definitely should have been done in the UK.
Give me a whole what is up? Totally
this show should have definitely been done in the UK.
Yeah, that's gonna be the first thing I want to talk about. The crowd sucked.
Yeah.
Completely sucked. It was bad.
Yeah, the crowd was terrible.
Crowd was terrible the whole show. Well, I should say they were terrible the whole show except for the Mustache Mountain DIY match. They were pretty good for that one. The rest of the show just sucked.
Yeah.
Like, completely sucked. So, we start the show off, pre-show, with Kaylee Ray.
Definitely great, though.
Versus...
Yeah, it was a good show, definitely.
Mia Yim. This, honestly, probably one of Mia Yim's best matches.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Like, I thought they both had a really great showing, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. And, I felt that just the way they interacted and the whole thing was really good. How they kept that last match together was impressive. Yeah, definitely. I was hoping they would end it a little bit different. But hey, that's just me.
I mean,
not necessarily with Undisputed Era winning.
No.
Just, have, something happen at the end that was, everybody went, whoa, I can't believe that just happened.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing?
That didn't work.
Huh?
Because I'm clicking the wrong button.
What are you doing?
Trying to make this bigger, but it didn't work, so forget I did anything. So Kaylee Ray ends up winning by the roll up, the sneaky pin. She held onto the ropes, doing the whole heel thing, and I thought this was excellent.
Yeah. Walter's matches have always ended out of nowhere recently. Yeah. True. I was hoping that someone would come out.
You were hoping that someone would come out?
Yeah.
Like who? I
don't know, just something different, to throw everything off, or they should have had Walter pin Roderick.
Yeah, I'm gonna share more thoughts on that in just a little bit.
And then the Undisputed Era would have been, the rest of them would have been like, dude, you have a losing streak going, you're losing quite a bit, what's going on?
You lost twice, you have a losing streak, what's happening here, bro? What's happening, bro? Can you tell us? That'd be funny. Roddy would have been good.
Yeah, definitely. I do have to ask a question about the Undisputed Era and Imperium. Are you guys All right, we'll answer it when we get to it.
Cool. Sounds great. So, Kaylee Ray gets the win. Right choice, in my opinion. I think you just had to have her win because she's currently the champ, and I think if you want to continue to make her look strong and not have any dips in the road, you have to continuously let her win.
Yes.
For right now.
How you doing, Lil Fetchini? My
What is
first
that?
Worlds Collide pay-per-view, it was actually pretty good. Yes,
I
definitely.
was.
Definitely really good. Kaylee rematch was okay.
I think, personally, this is one of Mia Yim's best matches that she's had as of late. Was it Kaylee Ray's best match? Definitely not. I think Kaylee Ray's had better matches, but I think for Mia Yim, this is one of her best matches that she's had with anybody.
Yeah.
It worked really well for her, even though she lost.
Yes.
You know? So...
Undisputed Era looking soft. Yeah, I'm telling you, something's going to happen with them.
I've been saying stuff's going to happen
this crowd
with them
sucked right up
forever.
until the main event. And even then, it was in and out. I didn't think it was a good crowd at all. The crowd was terrible. Way better than last year's Worlds Collide. Yes, definitely.
100%. So, we then get to the main card. Finn Balor versus Ilja Dragunov was the first match that they showed. Finn Balor got an excellent reaction. Dragunov got crickets. Legit crickets. People, I kid you not. Are you ready? Are you ready to hear a literal, interpretation? This is 100% what it sounded like. You don't even have to be there to know what this sounded like. Are you ready? None of you are ready for this. Ready?
We are doing good, Lil Fetchini.
You ruined it, man.
How many abs were in this match?
No! You ruined it, man! Cricket! You legit heard this when you were sitting there watching this when Ilja Dragunov came out.
I'm not even sure what Mrs. Gleen just put up
That's
there.
crickets, you fool.
Oh, I thought it was a pickle.
No, they're crickets.
I was like, pickles?
No! Ilja Dragunov got crickets. That made me a little bit sad. Okay?
Well,
but
again, I think one of the issues you have is it's the same thing.
The
crickets.
issue with him is
it's like any of the other things.
People like Rhea, Toni, Mustache Mountain, Imperium, they have all been here on U.S. shows recently. So people actually know who they are. If you don't watch NXT UK, you probably have no idea who Ilja Dragunov is. So I can understand why he got no reaction here in the US. But it just sucks because he should have gotten some kind of reaction.
Yeah, I mean
just anything.
He got
nothing. But he got nothing.
But the thing is, again, it's if they don't know who he is, so it's not like they're going to,
They could have booed him. I mean, everybody was cheering Finn. They could have just
okay, but they're
gone out and booed him.
Okay, but that's like having a jobber come out that nobody knows. I mean, they're probably going. Some of those people are probably going, "Why is he wrestling a jobber?"
I don't know.
I think they're building him up for a massive moment. I would agree. I think that they're building him up. I think he's really good in the ring. I think what he does is pretty awesome.
Yes.
So I think that we're looking at something big for him here down the road.
I think he's taking the title off of Walter. I wouldn't be shocked if he does, in all honesty.
Yeah, that wouldn't shock me.
I wouldn't be shocked. I don't think I'd really have a problem
I think
with
he's going to have the feud with Coffee, and then maybe that's where it heads to is
Walter.
Him taking the title off Walter.
I'd be cool with that. So Finn gets the win. At some point in time, both dudes were their noses were bleeding.
Yeah.
Dragunov's nose was bleeding, and then the top of Finn's nose was bleeding. I don't know if Finn broke his nose. If he broke his...
Maven. The energy in the building tonight was awesome. I'm ready for tomorrow. Zandel,
Oh yeah, Zandel was there.
Yeah, he was there.
From TV, it looked like the crowd was sitting on their hands the whole time.
From what we saw, it looked like
the crowd looked
they were
dead.
sleeping.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just us. I mean, you were there, so you probably know more than we do. But it just looked like it was dead.
From the TV standpoint, the crowd looked bad. It was not good.
He's having all the big showcase matches, building him up big time.
Yes.
Yes.
Hope you had a wicked time, Zandel.
Finn better be in the Rumble tomorrow night. I would say he's probably not going to be there.
Why?
Why? Because they have two spots. They're not going to put Finn Balor in the Rumble.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We're talking about the men's Rumble. Yeah, I forgot.
Were they going to put him in the women's?
I forgot that we have all 35 entrants announced. I'm still oh yeah, we're going to get some surprises, but then I No, it's gonna be
Yeah, like
two
the whole
people.
thing, like...
Two people. The two people that they have in the Rumble that are extra better be good.
Yeah. The top part of the area was amazing. I was in middle/top.
Cool.
Yeah, down below it looked like they were just,
on the
like,
floor, the
dead.
crowd was bad. Women's Rumble. Whoa. Stop! Don't make fun of me. Okay, I had a moment where I was kind of like, oh yeah, that'd be awesome. And then I was like,
It's
and
not
you
the
were
women.
like, no, there's like 2 spots left. And then I was like, oh yeah.
It's not the
Never
women's
mind.
Rumble anymore. It's just the Rumble. How dare Tegan attack Dakota? She deserved it. Tegan Knox beat Dakota Kai so bad. She lost one of her shoes. Yeah, she did.
That's what I said. I legit watched it and I said, wow, those are some sick shoes. And some sick socks too. Like the socks are pretty cool because like she lost a shoe. They were really cool shoes. But you know, I thought it was really funny. DIY Mustache Mountain stole the show for me.
Definitely a good match.
Zendel, just hold on. I'm gonna get to it. So Finn won the match. Both dudes' noses were bleeding at one time or another. Finn had like blood on the outside of his nose. I don't know if he broke his nose because it didn't really look like he broke his nose, but he might have. It looked a little like bumpy, there was like a small like bump on the top of his nose. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with him.
Yeah. I don't think it's broke. I think it's
broken either, but on commentary they were like,
whacked.
he might have broken his nose. And I'm like,
yeah, I don't
really?
think so.
It doesn't look like it's broken. Like, a broken nose, okay, let's just roll the footage back to, like, TLC Aleister Black. Like, that's a broken nose. For sure.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Finn broke his nose.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He just busted it open.
They might put Finn in the Women's Rumble. There's no genders in WWE anymore, remember?
Woo! What gimmick match would you book for the Knox and Kai feud?
Kendo stick.
Knee brace.
Yeah, you get to wear a knee brace.
Knee brace.
Everybody wears a knee brace.
Like, knee brace on a pole match, you know? The person who gets it, you know, gets to whack the other person upside the head with it.
Oh, yeah.
Knee brace. That's the whole thing of their, like, feud, is, like, the knee brace.
Figure 4 leg lock.
Knee brace. That's what I would say.
I like the figure 4 leg lock better.
I like
knee brace.
the knee
What
brace.
kind of match is that?
Knee brace!
We're gonna hit you with a knee brace. Look out.
The metal knee brace thing.
Yeah.
What do you call that? Is that called a knee brace?
Yeah.
Is it called something else?
It's called a knee brace.
Speaking of knee braces, Shirai put up a photo. She's going to be out for a while.
She hurt?
Yeah. She hurt herself in the match with Toni, and she's, like, in a knee brace thing.
That's not good.
Like, her entire, like, leg.
Yeah.
So,
She's down
I don't think she's
couple
going to
weeks.
be in here for
knee
a
brace
while.
on a pole match.
I mean, honestly, though, that's what I would book, because that's kind of been the whole, like, point of their feud, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
I'm just saying, doesn't it make sense, though? Anybody else? Is that just me? Knee brace on a pole match.
Yeah.
It has to be for Kai and Knox. Doesn't it, though? Like, because that's been, like, the whole, like, center point of their entire feud.
Yeah.
Is that knee brace. Dakota took it off. Tegan. Yeah, I said that right. And she whacked her upside the head.
Is it me, or does the women's NXT title no more, but it's being called NXT title? It is being called the NXT title, James.
I'll get to that 1 minute. So then we get Grizzled Young Veterans and the Broserweights. This was hilarious. The Grizzled Young Veterans, well, it gets announced that the winners next week get...
Bra and panties match, dudes. Let's go.
The winners get to fight at TakeOver Portland for the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, Maven would like to see that. So would Mrs. Gleen. She would like to see that match, too.
For sure, I'd love it. 100%. Yeah.
Too bad for you. She's been hot since Survivor Series.
Hey.
I would love to see her in the Rumble match. Dakota Kai got what she deserved. That's what happens when you attack your ex-best friend. I agree, Jono.
Hey, is my excitement beaming through your computer? Colin knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Elijah.
Because he asked me earlier about the Lana Liv thing, and I was like, yeah, so excited. 10 out of 10, so ready to watch that. He was like, the excitement is just beaming from my computer. I can just feel it. Yeah. I can feel the excitement from this tweet. I'm like, yes. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Maven is oozing excitement over that.
Oh, excited.
Mia Yim is boring, man. She's okay. I think I like
Guys,
her.
are you ready for this? Hold on. I just got to gloat for a solid minute. I got all 6 predictions right. I was right on the money for all 6 of them. Woo! Look at me. I'm so good. Okay, where were we? Grizzly Young Veterans and the Broserweights. The winner next week of the match gets to fight for the NXT Tag Team Championships at TakeOver Portland. Guess what? The Broserweights are...
Broserweights! Hashtag Maven Gloats.
The Broserweights are going to take the titles off of the Undisputed Era, and it's going to be so lit.
There's no need to rub it in. We're all so proud of you.
Broserweights.
Bro plus hoser weights. The Broser weights.
Like, they are taking the titles off of Undisputed.
Serious question. Power rank top 5 wrestling family. We'll do that right at the end if you remind us.
It's going to be so lit.
Let's get...
Now, this was so funny because...
You hoser. Yes, you hoser.
This was really funny. Matt Riddle, he goes, yeah, can't you all see? Like, I don't understand why the Grizzly Young Veterans are so angry. Like, I'm smiling, dude, and Pete Dunne is beaming from eye to eye. He's so happy. And Pete Dunne's standing there, he's like... And then Matt Riddle's like, that's his happy face, dudes.
It was pretty good.
And then Pete had some line, he said, something about being blunt. And then Matt Riddle got all happy, and it was really funny.
Like, yeah.
And then he said, just an FYI, Riddle is going to smoke the Grizzly Young Veterans next week, and it was so funny.
I don't care who wins the NXT Tag Title, just move Undisputed Era already. No, do not move them up. They will be ruined. They'll fall into oblivion, and nobody knows who they are anymore. Hey there,
Justin, what's up? Wait a minute, there were 5 matches, not 6, you cheat. There were not! There were 6 matches. 1, 2,
yes, there were 6
3,
matches.
4, 5, 6.
Well, you had the one on the pre-show.
Which counted because we did predictions for it.
There were
6
so
matches. Don't even, Colin, don't even go there. You want to go there? I'm going to take it a step up, okay?
There were definitely 6 matches.
There were 6 matches.
Yes.
Don't you dare. 6 matches, okay? So... that happened. That was really funny. Then we got the Cruiserweight Fatal 4-Way. My gosh. My gravies. Oh my gosh. You guys don't even know.
Don't you dare.
Jordan Devlin won the match, and I legit hopped up out of my seat, ran around the room 4 times, went into the other room, ran around once, came back, ran around once again, and was like, whoop, whoop, yes, I was right. I told you fools. Jordan Devlin was going to win the Cruiserweight title. And he did, and I was so excited. My reaction was gold.
Yes.
I wish we would have got it on film.
Yeah.
Because it was so gold. Like, you all missed it.
Well, no, I missed it too because you ran out of the room.
Except you could hear me.
Yeah, I could hear you. You ran out of the room.
Told you! Woo! Pretty much. That's what it was. I was like, I told you, people. Jordan Devlin was winning the Cruiserweight title because I don't think they had a clue what they were going to do with him in NXT UK. So what do? Put the Cruiserweight title on him, and then he's automatically put out there more.
Sam Roberts is awesome.
No, he's really not.
No, he is.
No, he's not awesome.
He does. Yeah, he is.
He's garbage.
See? He did his job. He's the heel. He wants you to hate him.
He's not garbage because he's a heel. He's just garbage because he's garbage. Nobody cares. I don't care.
You care enough you're talking about
Get
it.
off the pre-show. You're not interesting. You're not funny. Just go.
You're still talking about it.
Yeah, whatever. Stop doing that. You always do that. That's not even funny.
Well, if you didn't care, you wouldn't talk about him.
Well.
You care enough to talk about him. Just saying.
Whatever.
He's done his job. I hate you so much. Well, I'm the heel, so that's what you should be doing.
His opinions are always
I don't
stupid.
like you. Well, that's what you should be doing.
Everything he says makes no sense, and I'm just like, what is your deal? I don't get it.
I quite enjoyed it. I like his awkward facial fluff. Dakota is innocent. Dakota is not innocent.
Mr. G is just saying, Mrs. G, you need to say what you said earlier. You were like, he's just garbage. Okay? Mrs. G doesn't understand why he's on the pre-show either.
I think the thing is I think he's,
garbage?
Sam Roberts is good on his podcast, not in WWE programming. I think he does everything he's supposed to on programming.
Except, it's not good. That's the problem. Everything he says is just so stupid, and he has a stupid reason behind every stupid thing that comes out of his stupid face.
He's the bad guy.
No, he's not. He's just annoying.
It's funny how we get a heel, and it's not just him.
He's not a heel.
Sorry, Mr. G. Dakota's innocent. We get a heel.
I don't think he adds anything to the broadcast, Mr. G.
We get
exactly.
But we get a heel. See, but think about this. You have a heel. Everybody complains about Sam Roberts. Everybody complains about Jerry Lawler. What are they? They're heels.
Jerry Lawler
they
isn't
are heels.
a heel.
Okay, he is too.
No, Jerry Lawler on commentary nowadays, he's not a heel. He's just a old man who 90% of the time doesn't have a freaking clue what he's talking about.
And you don't like him.
No, it's not that I don't like him because he's a heel. Okay.
He's great, Mr. G. Don't let them ladies beat you
The
down.
problem I have with Jerry Lawler on commentary is that he is like, oh yes, we have Kabuki Warrior number 1 and Kabuki Warrior number 2. And yes, we have Melina in the ring. Oh wait, sorry. I mean Zelina Vega in the ring. He doesn't have a flippin' clue what he's talking about anymore.
He's a heel.
No, that's not being a heel. That's called, I have no clue what I'm talking about anymore because I'm an old man.
Where can I get it from? I checked your site and it's not there. I think I put it on YouTube. Worlds Collide show is freaking awesome. Definitely. It's a great show.
For sure.
Awesome show.
I just don't get it.
That's being called incompetent, Mr. G. No, I don't think so. I think that
Jerry Lawler's not a heel. Jerry Lawler just doesn't have a clue what he's talking about anymore.
Okay, well, my question becomes, okay, when you sit here and you say that, and, this is why you can't have heels in wrestling.
I don't have a problem with heels.
Because nobody I don't like him, therefore...
Did I ever say I have a problem with heels? No!
Well, you can't have a
Did
problem
those
with heels.
words ever come out of my mouth?
There are no
I never said I have a problem with heels. The thing I said I have a problem with is stupid people. Sam Roberts, Jerry Lawler. Stupid people.
Sam Roberts, Baron Corbin, and Jerry Lawler.
I don't dislike Baron Corbin.
Heels.
Would you listen to me for a minute? I don't dislike Baron Corbin because he's a heel. I dislike Baron Corbin because he's on TV.
Stupid.
Because he's on TV way too flippin' much.
Look, we're supposed to be talking about the show, and we're talking about
the
beginning.
That's the problem I have with Baron Corbin. I don't dislike him because he's a heel. There's a huge difference between Baron Corbin being a good heel and Baron Corbin having people dislike him because of how much he's on TV. Okay? There's a huge difference. Baron Corbin doesn't go out there week to week doing stupid stuff heels do. I mean, yeah, sure he does, but none of it is really heel behavior.
Corbin's winning the Rumble, baby.
His idea of heel behavior is shoving Roman Reigns' face in dog food. Now, me personally, I don't think that's heel behavior, and I don't think he's a heel. Okay? I just don't.
JR.
I dislike him because he's on TV way too much.
Watch AEW. You can see JR.
Okay? Baron Corbin is a wrestler, dude is a broadcaster, totally different.
Can we get back to the show?
I love the fact that Mrs. G is going back and forth between Twitch and YouTube, and she's like typing one message on there and then typing one message on here. It's like, that's funny. That's hilarious. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yes, but there's always been heel broadcasters.
I don't care. Sam Roberts.
Oh, Baron Corbin should join up with Sam Roberts. Amazing.
Baron Corbin is a super tough dude.
He is. Can we get on with the show? It's stupid o'clock for some of us.
Well, Colin, too bad.
Yes, gotta get that rolling if you want to get affiliate.
Too bad. I can't help if it's stupid o'clock. Maybe you should come to the part of the world where it's not stupid o'clock. Sorry.
Even if it means I'm talking to myself.
So, okay. Woo!
Maven, cut a promo.
Moving on, I don't even know where we're at. Jordan Devlin. I went nuts. He won. And then he got on the mic and he says, I told you all that I am the best sports entertainer ever. I told you. Nobody listened to me, but I told you. And guess what? I told you fools too that Jordan Devlin was winning.
Are you excited for tomorrow's Royal
Yes!
Rumble?
You know what? I am excited. I'm so very excited for tomorrow's Royal Rumble because we're doing live reactions.
She's so excited
And
she's
I'm
not going to
so
sleep tonight,
excited.
and then we'll fall asleep during the Rumble. It may be stupid o'clock, but we ain't got coronas yet. Too far. I actually watched some of the AEW show this week. I feel like Jericho should be in the power rankings this week based on crowds singing his entrance music. Yes, that was awesome. Are you paying my airfare, Maven?
No.
When Maven's screaming, my coffee fell on me. That's because
his
volume caused an earthquake.
Did she drink coffee? She's hyped. I did have coffee this morning, but it should have worn off by now. So, but I did have 3 cups of lemonade.
Yeah, that will do it. Just got done watching Girls Collide, bro. Walter is a beast, and let this be the day that unfortunately my UE will be beginning to crack. Yes, I think so too.
This is just natural post WWE Maven.
Starting John, they started to crack when Roderick lost his title.
They were cracked before that.
I think that tonight I wish they would have had him lose the match. I wish he would have been the one that got pinned.
Woo!
Oh crap. Sugar Rush.
Maven, wait for the crash. Yeah, I'll be good all through the show, and then after, I'm just gonna go.
This isn't a podcast. This is Maven.
Flatline. Like, it's gonna...
DIY is back. For how long?
For
that
2
is
minutes.
the question.
So that's the reason she's hyper. It's a coffee overload. I had coffee this morning, okay? This was like early this morning. Okay, not early because I didn't wake up early. It was probably like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock-ish is when I made coffee. And then I was just slowly drinking it throughout the afternoon, and I finished it probably around 2 o'clock. And so I'm pretty sure it's like 9 o'clock now, so I'm pretty sure it's worn off. But between 2 o'clock and 9 o'clock, I had 3 cups of lemonade, so that might be where this is all coming from. So, there you go. Where are we now?
Reaction on Ripley versus Toni Storm.
Hold up, I'm going to get to that. I have a lot of things to say. They're not necessarily good things. I'm sorry. So then we get DIY versus Mustache Mountain. This was, the best match on the card. Best match on the card. Best match on the card by far. Nobody can tell me. Ew, coffee over like 4 hours.
Why was it the best match?
It was the best match.
Why?
Because it was the best match.
Okay, but why?
The crowd was like, I guess, most involved in it, and it made it really exciting to watch, and like just like all the close falls, made it really, really enjoyable to watch. And I think DIY and Mustache Mountain have a lot of really great chemistry.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So in the match, she's talking about the DIY match now.
Yeah, we just Jordan Devlin won, and I kind of yelled about that for a little bit, but then I started yelling about Corbin, and so it just kind of all got like mishmashed in there.
Coffee and lemonade are definite no, yeah. Because she's like this. Some incredible spots together in that. The thing about the DIY and Mustache Mountain match, I thought it was cool. I thought overall I thought what they did was cool. And I expected this probably to be the biggest pop just because of Gargano.
Both teams got the pops.
Well, because Mustache Mountain has been heard of over here.
Both teams
I
got
can see why
pops.
This was probably as far as the fans getting into it probably made more sense.
Coffee doesn't give me a boost. It feels like I just drank a cup of juice, TBH. Well, I had coffee and juice. Technically, because lemonade is a type of juice. So, and I had 3 cups of lemonade, so,
I thought the DIY match was the 3rd best match, to be honest. Not that it wasn't great.
For me, I thought the DIY Mustache Mountain match, it was my favorite match on the show. And then Undisputed Era and Imperium.
I think as far as the match goes,
then Finn and Dragunov.
I was going to say, I like the Finn and Dragunov match better than the the DIY Mustache Mountain match.
Personally, I disagree.
But I thought they were both good.
To each his own is cool. They're all in the top 3 in some capacity. They're in the top 3. I just thought the DIY Mustache Mountain match was my favorite, and it was the one I was super looking forward to going into the show. So it delivered 100%. Loved it. DIY won, and then they like shared like a high five, dude, hugs, love you, thanks, bye, type of thing.
Yeah.
So.
Guys, I have to go. I have to get up at 5 o'clock a.m. I will try and join the show tomorrow night. Thanks for the great show. Good night, James.
We're doing a watch-along tomorrow.
Yes, we'll be doing a watch-along tomorrow.
For anybody who's, wondering.
Night goes 1 Imperium versus Undisputed Era, 2 DIY versus Mustache Mountain, 3 Fatal 4-Way, 4 Dragunov versus Finn. I don't know. I like the Dragunov versus Finn match. I thought it was really good.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I can agree with that. The whole show was really good, so it's kind of hard to pick which one, in order,
definitely.
which I would pick it. But Mustache Mountain DIY was my favorite match of the night.
Okay.
So, after this, we got Tegan attacking Dakota. I thought this was brilliant. So very brilliant.
Well, it was out of nowhere.
I'm so glad they did it. They were they panned to Dakota, and then she was standing there, and then the crowd was like, woo! And then Tegan just went boom, and it was just whoa. And then she lost a shoe, and then
that's because she hit herself or she lost the shoe.
And then she got pulled off of her and went back, and they went through the metal gate.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you want to call that. They went through that, and it was excellent. This was so brilliant, such a good idea. So glad they did this, because it really just shows that Tegan is not playing around. Tegan wants Dakota, and she wants to mess her up.
And this is a good way to continue a storyline. That's a good way to, without having 700 matches. Anyway, time I gotta go get Z's. Talk to you tomorrow, Mr. G. Maven. Check your Twitter when you're done. Good night, Colin.
I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace out. So I think this is brilliant.
Yeah.
So glad they did this, because
Tegan is a hottie.
It really just added to it.
One thing this pay-per-view did an amazing job was building stories as part of the pay-per-view. It's surprising considering the stories built for the pay-per-view were pretty poor. Yeah, I thought so too.
I agree. I feel like there really wasn't too much build-up for Worlds Collide. It was just kind of matches were made out of nowhere, and then we just kind of think went from there.
And I think, and the problem you have, I think, is where you have, and this is where I said I would do more interaction between brands.
Yeah.
Just because you could set things up like this a little easier rather than just throwing stuff together.
Yeah.
So, sending someone over, once every 2 weeks to set up a storyline for things like this, or, would be, or sending someone over here to do it would be a lot better than just, than just throwing things together. Tegan is a hottie, so is Sam Roberts.
Stop! You all suck. Sam Roberts sucks. Okay? Just so everybody's aware, Sam Roberts sucks.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. He sucks. That's the way it goes. So, then we get Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm for the NXT Championship. I didn't realize Adam Cole was in this match. Didn't realize he was defending his title against Rhea and Toni. The NXT Championship. That's all I'm literally going to think of every time they say, this is an NXT Championship match. I'm going to think, what? Adam Cole is involved? I did not know this.
Why is Adam Cole involved in the women's match? Nobody knows.
That is so dumb. I hate the name change. Hate it. Literally hate it. Hate it. Hate is a strong word. I don't use the word hate very often. Who am I kidding? Yes, I do. This, I hate this. Hate it. This is a dumb decision. Don't know who made it, but it was a dumb decision.
Quick question. You guys have a podcast? How did you guys set up a podcast? We have a podcast. We've only put out 1 or 2 shows. We used Anchor.fm to set it up.
Yes. It was a little weird. Not a fan of the name change. I agree. It was dumb. Another thing I gotta say about this, in my personal opinion, this was bad. not bad from a standpoint of, like, they suck. Both of them suck, but it was just a bad match. It was way too quick.
The matches I've seen Toni Storm in, I'm not impressed with her in-ring ability.
I like Toni Storm. I think she is good in the ring. I just thought this match sucked. I don't think they were given enough time. And, yeah, that's what made it suck, was the fact that it was so short. Like, it was literally, it started, Toni got a lot of, like, you know, she put a lot of offense, and then it just, like, Rhea won. It was like, what? Like, it was, like, over. Like, what?
I mean, again, I'm not impressed with her in-ring ability, you know?
Well, maybe we can blame Becky and WWE for the name change, and apparently more to come.
Yes, I would say there is more to come.
I don't think it's
What
Becky's
I know
fault.
that she can do in the ring, I was disappointed with this match, to be honest. Again, I think Rhea's awesome in the ring. I'm not real impressed with Toni in the ring. Just saying.
Personally, okay, starting John, gonna go on a little side rant here. I don't think Becky's really at fault for any of the name changing happening. Yes, she said some things, but she never actually said change, you know, let's change the title, and she has no, like, say in that, and that's, like, not her fault. So, whoever in WWE decided to change the belt to the NXT Championship is an idiot.
Yeah.
Whoever thought that was a good idea
Pretty much. Rhea vs. Toni was such a mediocre match.
is
Yeah,
an
definitely.
idiot, and it just shouldn't have been done.
You would think that it would have been one of the highlights of the night, just based off of the two. It looks like they're moving towards each spot in the ring, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Toni can be great. Her matches with Shayna was one of my favorite Shayna matches. These two have had good matches, but as they go on, these matches are getting worse. Just bad chemistry.
Again, I'm just not, I don't think I'm, like, and I know, you know, everybody's going to disagree with me, but I'm not, like, from what I've seen, I'm not a huge Toni Storm fan in ring.
John? Hold up. Nah, Maven, it's Becky's fault. She should have just woke up. She should have just closed her mouth. If Becky would have said nothing, it would still be the NXT Women's Championship. Then I ask you, she was brought on backstage, which is a talk show in which they share their opinions on different subjects. If she was not supposed to share her opinion on different things, then why was she put on backstage in the first place? Explain that to me.
I don't know.
So then, if people didn't want her to say anything, then why was she on backstage?
I don't know.
Because backstage, if I recall and I remember, if I recall and remember correctly, and if this is right, backstage was a show made so people could go on it to share their opinions about different things happening in WWE currently. That's what backstage is. So, I'm sorry, John, but I just have to highly disagree. Like, if she would have kept her mouth shut. Like, honestly, that's what she was brought on the show to do, was to talk. To talk about her opinions. So, I have to strongly disagree with you. Ding.
Do you think they call the Raw Women's Championship just the Raw Championship? I think they're going to switch all of them, I think. Based on what I've seen, and I think they're going to switch all of them just to, you know, whatever, the Raw Championship, the soft tacos. Based on what they're...
The Raw Women's Championship soft tacos. Like, what?
They're all going to be changed to, you know, the Raw Championship, the SmackDown Championship. I think they're all going to change.
She could have gave her 2 cents and not whole spiel about change.
You know what would have made this match
better?
better?
We're witnessing change to the wrestling industry right now. I'm fine with that, but I don't... but it doesn't make sense. It does... I can't read. I'm fine with that, but don't make it seem to where people aren't recognized your gender. Like, come on. Okay. Were you here yesterday? I I don't remember.
Yeah, watch yesterday's show if you haven't seen it, because we're not going to go through that again. We need to just dedicate a show to just, like, news and stuff.
I just strongly disagree. I feel like she never said anything about wanting to take the word women out of anything. She never implied, hey, we need to take the word women out of our championships, okay? She never said that. Like, I don't know. I just highly disagree. I highly disagree.
WWE turned Braun Strowman into a PG goof. The monster among men, more like the wimp among men. I agree, Clark. What they've done with him is, like, ridiculous.
It's silly.
So, yeah. What are we up to here?
I'm proud. This is the first time me and Maven have disagreed on something. We disagree on things all the time, so what are you even talking about? I don't think... Gimme a Holy I wasn't here yesterday, and we didn't get to talk about the whole Becky thing. Because our stream cut out before we could.
Yeah.
What's your 2 cents on that? Give me a whole yeah.
I really don't want to talk about this anymore, but my opinion hasn't changed about the whole change. See?
Sorry. I don't care. That's hilarious.
As long as women wear bras and panties, he's okay.
Oh, good grief.
No, we don't want 9 times out of 10. We usually agree.
Woo! I suppose that is right. We do agree a lot of the time, but then there's like that one time that we don't agree. It's always about Becky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I think we do agree. We agree about everything else. Pretty much.
Yeah. So the Rhea match, Rhea ends up getting the win.
Who cares?
Again, I really wasn't
I said
real impressed with it.
Okay, they could do a total plot twist, and they could have Rhea lose her title to Toni, and then turn around and win the Rumble tomorrow.
Yep, didn't happen.
No. So I don't know who's winning the Rumble tomorrow. Like I said, I'm still going to stick with Sasha.
Yeah. All right.
Because Rhea, no. So.
Nope.
I'm a little sad.
We just agree about Becky because she sucks.
Bro!
Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, bra and panties on a pole. First to put them on wins. WrestleMania minute. So my question is, are they, like, naked when they go to the ring if they're putting on the bras and panties? I think you lost the whole PG thing there. Just saying.
We disagree about Becky because she sucks. Well, dude, I think Becky's going to lose the title this weekend. Well, tomorrow. I think she's got to lose the title. I picked Asuka to win. I'm taking...
That's not... That's a question, Mr. G.
Like,
that's a statement. Yeah, so my question would be, are they naked?
You literally just said this. Sasha's winning the Rumble tomorrow, guys. Don't worry, because Bayley and Sasha's the money match for the women at Mania. Unfortunately, it won't be Becky versus Shayna. No, because it'll be Becky versus Asuka, but when it's not Becky versus Asuka, it'll be Asuka versus somebody. Maybe even like Asuka versus Kyrie. I think that'd be kind of cool. And Becky's gonna be like, I want my match. And they're gonna be like, nope, you're not getting your match. And she's gonna be all like, give me my match. And they're gonna be like, nope, we're not giving you your match. And then she's gonna fight Ronda at SummerSlam, and then it's gonna be all great. That's how it plays out in my mind.
All right. So we're up to Gargano gets attacked by Finn backstage.
Yes, he gets attacked by Finn backstage, and so like, okay, cool.
This is cool. I like what they're doing.
Asuka versus Io at Mania.
I like what they're doing with this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that what they're doing with this is
Maven has this Becky stuff all worked out. I really do, though. Like, I think I legitimately have such a good idea on what they could do to, like, make everything so good.
Why will you demote Io to the main roster? But
Io has a knee injury, and I don't know how long Io's going to be out.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe she's at Mania, maybe she's not. It kind of depends on how bad her knee injury.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that, did you, Maven?
What, Io? Well, no, but like I said, Io's injured right now, and so I don't know how long she's going to be out for. I don't know how bad her knee injury is, and if it's, like, bad enough that, like, she needs surgery or something, then she's probably going to be out for a while.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Gleen, so you're telling me that Jordan Devlin going to be in NXT finally? Put Jordan in NXT and then who to NXT UK.
I don't think Jordan Devlin's coming to NXT.
Do...
Jordan Devlin's taking the Cruiserweight title back to NXT UK with him.
He's going to take it back to NXT UK. I think that I can see it doing a cross thing where it bounces back and forth if necessary. I mean, you don't ever see it on NXT anyway. So I think
you do. What if it? Says who?
How often do you see it on NXT?
Since they put it on NXT, the first flippin' show they had the Cruiserweight title on NXT. Okay, they've had it on NXT since then.
Okay.
Has 205 Live been canceled yet? I don't know. Hasn't. If her injury isn't that serious, then she'll probably win the NXT title at TakeOver Tampa. Probably. But like I said, currently we don't know the status of her injury, which makes me kind of sit here and say, okay, Io may or may not be out for a while. So it's a little hard to do the bounce thing with all the UK shows being pre-taped. Yes. Uh-huh. That is, yeah. Uh-huh. That's accurate. So, Gargano gets attacked by Finn. Tyler Bate tries to help him. So I'm assuming we're probably going to get Tyler Bate versus Finn Balor this week on NXT. That's what I'm going to guess and say what happens. Just going to take a wild stab at it. Say that's that. Then we get the main event, Undisputed Era versus Imperium. Wolf got knocked out.
Yes.
Knocked out. Maven, your boss falling asleep. You're sitting there looking at your phone and it looks like you are.
205 Live is still going on.
That's hilarious.
I was checking. I was looking.
Walter did.
I fell asleep because I didn't have the coffee and tea lemonade that she had,
Stop it. Walter didn't get knocked out. Alexander Wolf got knocked out. He legit got knocked out. The second Bobby Fish's knee or shin or whatever hit him, connected, he was and just fell over.
Yeah.
He was out.
I would say probably he'll be on 205.
So Devlin will be on 205.
That's my guess.
No, the Cruiserweight title's not a part of 205 Live anymore. It's only on NXT.
So he'll be there once every 6 months. He's going to become Brock.
It's only on NXT now.
Walter is the definition of a megastar. Yes, I would agree.
So Wolf gets knocked out.
For real.
For real's knocked out. I was watching it and I was like, whoa. And then the look on Bobby Fish's face after it happened, he was oh. He looked like he felt so terrible, and it was obvious that it was legit. He was oh.
I don't even know where Leo Rush has been, so I don't know what Leo Rush is doing.
He was in a match, literally, last week on NXT.
Yeah, he's so important, nobody remembers him.
He was on NXT.
I can't tell if Wolf not being there made the match better or not. I don't know, but
he got knocked out. Knocked out.
I don't think it was that hard. I think it just hit him in the wrong spot.
The wrong spot, and he got knocked out. So he was taken out of the match, never came back. There was 3-on-4 the rest of the match, and then Imperium ended up winning. The thing that would have made this better is if Roderick had taken the pin. I said either Roderick wins the match for Era or Roderick eats the pin. They did neither. So I'm a little upset about that.
DIY versus Mountain was okay, this is not NXT TakeOver, let's let it make the TakeOver. I thought it was a good match.
I thought it was too.
Yeah. I love their interaction between the two. Wolf not being there showed how incredible they are as wrestlers. The speed they kept up was phenomenal. Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Especially with it being on the fly and, having to maybe skip some spots that, Wolf was a part of.
Do you hate that women's matches are main eventing WWE pay-per-views?
No.
No, I don't.
I don't have a problem with it. I think it's great.
As long as you get the pop going and the big, it's an interesting storyline, I don't have an issue with the women main eventing.
Agreed. I have no problem with it. None whatsoever. In fact, I think it's great. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, the women main eventing really doesn't doesn't like hurt anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So Imperium won. It was cool. I think Becky Asuka should be main eventing the Rumble. It's had the best build by far. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be the main event, because when they show commercials for the Royal Rumble, nothing else is talked about aside from the Becky Asuka match. The only other match I could foresee maybe main eventing it is the men's Rumble match. But in all honesty, I don't think that should happen.
The Fiend.
No, The Fiend and Bryan isn't main eventing. I don't think so. I honestly think Becky and Asuka should be the main event of the Rumble. I highly agree. I think it has been the best built up. I think people are really intrigued to see what happens, because honestly, it can go either way. And I don't think anybody really has a clue whether Asuka or Becky's going to win because of the way it's been built up.
To be honest,
that it could go either way.
There's only 2 matches that have been built up. I mean, legitimately built up. It's the Asuka Becky match and the Fiend and Bryan match. Yeah, you have Roman and Corbin, but like it's been going on for so long that nobody cares anymore because they wrestle every week. And so everybody's like, oh, this is stupid. Why are we doing this again? We've had this 100 times. No, I have a problem when WWE shoves the women's
Jokeolution
down her throats, so they make main event pay-per-view that they shouldn't be main eventing. We get the women are trailblazing right now, but don't give them the main event when sometimes considered matches that shouldn't be main event. I don't have an issue with the Asuka Becky. If Asuka and Becky main event, I don't have an issue with it. 90%
of the matches that they have put in the main event thus far have been main event worthy. There have only been a handful. There have only been a handful that haven't been that great. Off the top of my head.
I think the issue
with
the
women, the top of my head, the women's Triple Threat Survivor Series match should not have been the main event. I didn't think it was going to be the main event, but it did. It was the main event. So cool, whatever, but it wasn't the greatest match in the world. I'm not going to lie and say it was. It wasn't. And then Sasha and Charlotte main evented Hell in a Cell once, right? I think that was kind of not the greatest in the world. But there are definitely some matches that the women have had on pay-per-views that I've said that should have been the main event in place of some of the matches that they've had for the men's.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's just take a look back at Hell in a Cell.
No matter what
2019.
Okay,
Fiend and Seth and Becky and Sasha. Becky and Sasha opened the show. Fiend and Seth ended the show. Fiend and Seth wasn't the greatest. So I probably would have put Becky and Sasha in the main event of that one, in all honesty, because their match rocked. It was like amazing.
Well, no matter what you do, I mean, if you have to, there has to be a good storyline going into the main event. Whatever match, whoever you're putting there, the storyline has to be there.
I think Mania was great. The story leading up to Mania was great. The problem that they had with that one was that the show had dragged on for 45 freaking hours, that when they finally got to the women's main event, people were just kind of dead. And they did their best to put on a great match, but the people weren't super into it because they were all tired from standing there for 9 hours.
Yeah, I agree.
Watching the show,
yep.
Which that ultimately hurt the women's main event. It really did. But I don't think that match was horrible.
No.
Personally, I don't. I think it was built up very well. And, you know, that's the way it was. The show was 9 hours. People were like, well, this sucks, you know? So. If you look at the match they had at Survivor Series, they should have not main evented that one.
Don't give them the main event. Oh, wait. I was going to say, my friend made a good point on Wednesday, but when Roderick Strong lost his title, he said, because Undisputed Era coming to an end. We've been talking about that the last couple weeks, about how I think the Undisputed Era is going to be some...
The Undisputed Area.
Undisputed Era is going to have some split. And I think Roderick's going to be the one that splits away from it.
I think the tag match main event just went a little wrong. But that was only because of someone getting knocked out. See, I actually thoroughly enjoyed that one, even though somebody got knocked out. The problem I had with that one was the fact that they had Roman and Corbin come out at the very end and fight through the building. So it completely took away from that whole main event with the way they ended it. I thought that was complete and utter garbage towards that women's main event that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, this year, if all goes according the plans, to plans. Sasha versus Bayley should main event Mania because we've all wanted Sasha versus Bayley for a long time since they both got called up.
Yeah.
I agree. It's just a matter of them building it up properly because they've done that feud in the past and it has not been built up that great. So they just need to build it up properly for it to be really good.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
What did I say, Gleen, when Becky said about change the women term because she wanted equal, but 2, it's women's division, so you say Becky's a man. Just like WNBA and NBA. What never wanted WNBA. Well, I never thought about this, but why does she want to be called the man?
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just like throwing it out there just to be a butt. Okay.
I was gonna say, don't you dare make me explain it.
Should have been
because you know.
Should have been a 3-way. We don't want gender specific things, so I'm not sure why she calls herself the man.
The man.
Should have been a 3-way bra and panties. That would have piqued my interest. It will make sense for the Royal Rumble matches to main event. To be honest, they can fast line if they want to.
Roman fighting Corbin at the end of TLC was disrespectful to the main event.
Okay, here's the thing. The whole idea behind the show is called the Royal Rumble, so the Royal Rumble, the Rumble matches should be your main event.
Except.
I'm sorry. It's the Royal Rumble.
They should
it's
be
the Royal
the main
Rumble
event.
for a reason.
They should be the main event.
Because the winner gets a shot at Mania, the biggest show of the year. So the Royal Rumble should be the Royal Rumble should definitely be the two main events. Sorry.
And will be the main event. Two separate things.
Honestly, this year, if all goes according to plans, the Sasha thing, yep.
So let me ask Becky. So let me ask Becky this: does she really think she could take on Suplex City? Did she ever say she wants to take on Suplex City?
She wants to take on Sioux Falls City. Oh wait, that's R-Truth. My bad.
She could take down R-Truth, 100%. She could take down Baron Corbin. Brock Lesnar, don't know about that one.
It's a women's division, a tag team division, a men's division.
I don't know.
In that case, I think the women's Rumble will main event. I think the men's gimmick is going to be a 1-hour Heyman promo, which will be brilliant. Yeah, I think so too.
Dude, if they have Heyman on the mic through the whole Rumble,
yeah, that'd be cool.
I might laugh. It might be.
Imagine.
What did you do?
What happened there?
You just clicked on that.
Because I closed it.
What the guy
imagine WWF was this dumb. WWE, that we going to call Trish the new WWF champion. Yeah, no. Just thank God for WWF. Yeah.
Watching in last year's Rumble right now, I would like to see Dolph versus Andrade match at the Saudi show. I just want to know who's going to be number 2. Cain Velasquez.
Shorty G.
Shorty G's not in the Rumble.
He's going to be. He's the one with the surprise entrance.
No, he's not. He shouldn't be.
And he's going to throw Brock out.
Dio Madden.
No, he's not going to be that.
He wants revenge, though.
Yes,
he's been talking up a storm on Twitter.
Yes. When is the next Saudi show anyway?
The next Saudi show.
Like, April? No. May? June? July? Do you guys do your predictions? Because I never saw it. Yeah, we did our
predictions yesterday. We are just kind
You know what's crazy? We've had 2 nights now and I'm going to knock on wood here because...
Or plastic, because that's not wood, that's wood.
We've had 2 nights here with, streams, and we've had no issues at all.
Before Mania next Saudi show. The next Saudi show.
So whatever happened to our neighborhood, whatever took our internet down in our neighborhood, maybe that's fixed, a lot of our issues.
The next Saudi show, oh my gosh, when is the next Saudi show? February 20th.
Man, can we see Aleister Black versus Brock Lesnar at Mania? But yes, Drew is my pick to win.
Yes, Drew better be your pick to win because Drew is life.
Mr. G, don't jinx it though by talking about it now.
See?
I just wanted to say it,
It knows.
Just wanted to say it. Maybe SummerSlam.
While we're here, I suppose we could just go through our Rumble predictions real quick if you want to. So then, give me one knows what we picked. I mean, we're just here, and our show.
No, because I might change my picks, and I won't do that, so...
Okay, fine. I'll tell them what I picked. Jeez.
Kane versus Fiend at NXT Saudi show.
Yeah.
If WrestleMania ever happens in Saudi Arabia, I see it coming. Here's what we need to do. We need to, have our shows split. This is why I talked about yesterday, splitting our Rumble show, so then anybody that wanted to just watch the Rumble picks, they could watch our Rumble picks. You know what I'm saying? And we need to have like a weekly talk show where we just have like
Rumble predictions, clap clap. Rumble predictions, clap clap.
We just need to have our weekly like have a weekly show where we just have people come in and we'll just chat about wrestling.
For the men's Rumble, I picked sure.
So then, well, I mean, I think
show.
it makes more sense. I mean, if
for the Rumble men's match, I picked Drew McIntyre because Drew McIntyre is life. He also picked.
Here's a question: would you guys come in and watch us if we just did a weekly talk show, where like we did?
Is that even a question? Would you people come watch us? Would you guys come watch me yell about things?
Well, because we get off so off track here sometimes with stuff that, and not that it's bad, but like when we're trying to recap a show and it takes us like 3 hours to get through like 2 matches.
I don't take 3 hours to get through 2 matches. 30 minutes.
And then this way you could rant about whatever you want to on another show, and like people don't have to sit and watch it.
Sometimes I have to rant about things that are on Raw and SmackDown.
Well, if it's happening about the show.
So.
But like tonight we went on a rant about.
Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Sam Roberts. Which technically he was a part of the show.
Yeah. For men's I picked Drew, and for women's I picked Sasha.
Or Shayna. Wow, you totally completely missed that. You were like, no, Shayna is not.
I will definitely watch that. Maybe we do. Let's talk about the Royal Rumble. We pick who we want to see when and what's happening. It's a good idea, Mr. G. So maybe that's what we'll start doing. We'll pick a day and we'll do like a weekly show.
Yes.
With just like whatever.
Just hang out.
Yeah. And I should work on getting our podcast out too, because we've been approved for like 14 different like places we could put a podcast up. So when you're driving down the road, you could like listen to us, because I'm sure everybody would want to do that.
Totally.
Or not.
I mean, whatever. Regardless.
Yeah.
So I picked Drew McIntyre. You picked Drew McIntyre, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just as long as you remember. The women's Rumble match, he picked Mandy Rose. This was the dumbest thing I've ever
Mandy Rose is going to win.
I said Sasha or someone who's returning, because I honestly have no idea who's going to win the women's Rumble, because
one has been announced. Explain why I picked Mandy Rose.
He picked Mandy Rose because he thinks that Otis is going to show up at ringside, and every time Mandy gets thrown out, Otis is going to catch her.
There. Or you start the show with a recap, then save comments. Not related to after. Not sure how you would do that. That's just it, is I don't want to have it go too long, because I know some people come in to listen to the recap.
Yeah. And
some people want to come in and kind of do both.
Yeah.
So just trying to decide how we do this.
Yeah. So that's his thought process on why Mandy Rose wins. I'm just kind of like, what? Can I see it as a spot?
She's winning. She's winning.
See. She's not winning. I can see it as a spot, but she's not going to win the whole thing.
Otis is going to catch her 15 times. Otis is going to catch her once, back in, and she's going to win the whole thing. She's
going to be thrown out on the other side, and Otis isn't going to run fast enough to catch her. That's what's going to happen. So, yeah. Naomi, Ruby Riott, Nia Jax are rumored for the Rumble. I'm excited. It should be good.
Yes.
You know what? In all honesty, I could see Nia Jax winning the Rumble this year as her like big returning moment.
I don't know that you can do that.
If you put her up against Becky,
I suppose. I don't know. Oh wow, Mr. G has his Vince head on. It's probably gonna happen. Which finish are you living in? Mandy Rose can't win the Rumble. She can when Otis catches her 900 times.
Otis isn't gonna catch her 900 times.
Okay, 14. Just light it up.
Like, no. So I would say either Nia Jax wins or Sasha, but I'm going to stick with Sasha just because I can probably figure that she's going to be in the Rumble. I would assume. Nia Jax is still kind of like rumored and like we don't know when she's actually going to come back, but I won't be shocked if Nia wins either.
No, I wouldn't either.
Because I think
if she comes back, I wouldn't be shocked.
Because they already have a story with Becky they can do there, so
yeah.
Neat, you know.
Yes.
I don't think Ronda's in the match.
No.
I really don't. If she shows up, I will be so very shocked. But I'm not expecting. What if we get an interaction of like the four horsewomen of the MMA?
Yeah.
All 4 of them being in the Rumble. I suppose that'd be kind of cool. I didn't choose either of them. Who'd you choose? Oh, you picked Charlotte. because if you didn't pick either of them, you pick Charlotte. Charlotte's just
That's too obvious.
No.
That's why Mandy Rose is winning.
I doubt Ronda's in,
but that would be a big way to end the pay-per-view.
What
if they bring her out and she's like standing down there, like after the Rumble, they just bring her out and she's standing up by the entrance.
No. They could do this.
No, don't do it that way.
No, they could do that. She could show up and just like stand there, but she stands there for too long and Becky comes out from behind and just like knocks her out.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
That'd be an awesome way to go off.
After Becky had lost the title.
No, Becky'd have to retain.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Becky'd have to retain her title for
I can see Naomi winning the Rumble only because at Mania they will be in Tampa Bay, which is close to Orlando, and Naomi is from Orlando. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Sundar Shah tweeted something about Ronda having a new shirt or something.
Interesting.
She's coming back. It's just a matter of when.
You watched the video
I did, and that's how you knew I picked Charlotte, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I just kind of guessed you picked Charlotte because if it wasn't either of those, I feel like Charlotte is the other answer that everybody's going to give.
Yeah, see, if you'd watch the
and
videos, you'd know.
What? I just don't know how Charlotte can win.
Yeah. Watch the Gimme Holia podcast.
I'm sorry, I haven't watched that video yet.
It's almost Rumble time. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I apologized. Sorry. I'll watch it as soon as we're done. Jeez. So, I don't know. I just don't think Charlotte's going to win.
I've been pushing people to them, and you don't even, watch it yourself.
I didn't watch the recent video.
Jeez.
Sorry. Jeez.
Ronda, Shane, and all other possibilities.
Jeez.
Yes.
Good grief. So,
I did like your AEW up-and-coming stars video. Trying to help you out. Yeah, if you haven't watched Gimme Holy, go check them out. They have some pretty good stuff on there. So, what are you doing?
Looking at Twitter to see if there's anything out there.
Did you fall asleep?
No. Oh. So.
Yes. I knew Dom did that.
He's not winning.
I was just trying to give the whole podcast itself. I knew it wasn't you. I knew it was Dom. But I just wanted to put it out there for all of you.
Charlotte's not winning. I'm sorry. Burst your bubble, but she's not.
Can AJ Lee come back? I want Becky versus Lee. I think
80%
Mania would be a good place to have them come back.
80% of the community picked Drew to win, which probably means he ain't winning at all.
Yeah, probably not.
I do not want Roman to win.
That's right.
Do not. DONOT. Do not. No.
Donut?
He cannot win. If he wins, it'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
He shouldn't win. At all, ever. I said the way they do this. You have Corbin versus Roman earlier in the show. Yes? Yes. You have Roman get the win, right? Roman gets the win. He goes in the Rumble. Corbin eliminates Roman. Roman comes back to eliminate Corbin. Corbin and Roman have their final match at WrestleMania, which means Roman isn't in the main event.
I think Drew wins, so WWE tricked us from Roman to winning because we know him. Let's see it. No. If Roman wins, it will be very, very bad. Deja vu.
Uh-huh.
I think
cannot win.
Roman and Corbin are too obvious. I'm not sure Drew isn't too obvious.
Roman
with the win
cannot win. No. If he wins,
they need to just have somebody that you would not expect win. You think you know me.
And they can't have Seth win either, because Seth winning 2 years in a row, no. That sucks. I don't want to see that. Okay? Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, I think that they need something, weird. Power ranking, Gleen family. 1, Mrs. G, the most attractive on the podcast. 2, Mr. G, because he watches awesome podcasts. 3, Mini Shane O'Mac. 4, Mini Maven, because she doesn't watch my content.
Wow.
Oh, that's funny.
Where's the ban button?
Hey, at least you're ahead of the other ones. The other kids. He doesn't even rank them. Of course, he doesn't see them, so it's, you're number 4.
I don't care.
You're midway there.
I should be number 2. I'm way better than you.
It doesn't even show the other 3. So they're not even ranked.
You should be number 4.
So you're in the top 4.
It's still dumb how the Rumble only has 2 spots. Yeah. Like Ricochet or KO. See, a couple months ago, I was saying Kevin Owens should win the Rumble.
He's changing his rankings right now. He's going to put the other 3 just ahead of you. So you're going to drop to 7. You'll be number 7 here in just a minute.
So, then, Fiend versus Bryan. I said Fiend wins. You picked Bryan. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Becky and Asuka. I picked Asuka. Asuka needs to win.
Yeah, I agree. Mom, dad, children, that's how it goes.
See, so we're all number 3. Well, I can appreciate
See, Elijah puts all of you just in the same group.
a little more than being number 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I say Asuka wins. Did you pick Asuka or did you pick Becky?
I took Asuka.
I think Asuka needs to win.
She's going to win.
Make it cool. Maybe with her curtain gimmick was pretty cool, though. Hey. Awesome.
The curtain gimmick, yep. See?
I'll have to pull that out for,
Special
tomorrow.
occasions. The DQ ending the Rollins Wyatt Hell in a Cell killed Wyatt's momentum. It's all how you use it after, I think. Everybody says the Fiend can't lose now. The Fiend can lose. The Fiend does. Why they gave him the title is beyond me.
Because he's the Fiend.
Yes, Clark, right. Again, I don't think it's a matter of winning or losing. It's a matter of what you do with them after. I think that's the big part of, what you can do with them. Yeah, you want him to be invincible, but we've already seen that the Fiend is not necessarily invincible because he was down for the count against Seth, and Seth just kept stomping him.
But the answer is
and they could have had him lose, and then have him get up and knock the crap out of Seth, and there would have been nothing hurt.
Sorry.
The Fiend's character is amazing. The matches are terrible.
The thing I have to say, though, the answer to solve this problem is not to have Roman Reigns beat the Fiend at WrestleMania. I'm sorry, it's just not.
One of the problems with the Fiend's matches is everything goes red, and it's like
annoying. And it sucks.
The curtain gimmick. I'm going to only buy Maven floral print shirts now.
Thank you. Thank you, Give Me a Whole Young podcast.
You know what we'll probably
now when my wardrobe is only floral
something
print.
To do with Bobby and Russo.
It's your fault.
Yeah. They're slowly just ruining him, in my opinion. Like, why will you have the Fiend sign a contract? That doesn't fit him at all. I was cool with it.
Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. No, 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 no.
I was cool with what they did.
Roman's is making it to WrestleMania one way or another. I don't care if he goes to WrestleMania. He just doesn't need to be in the main event. And you know what? Yeah. You'll borrow my clothes.
And it wasn't the Fiend that was supposed to sign the contract, remember? It's supposed to be Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, just if anybody's wondering, Mrs. G just pointed this out. I am wearing her shirt. This is her shirt. This is not mine. I borrowed her shirt. So, I'm not even wearing my own clothes.
No.
This is hers. So.
Thanks,
Mrs. G. So, I don't know. I don't care if Roman goes to WrestleMania. It's just as long as he's not in the main event and as long as he's not fighting for the title. He can have Corbin and Reigns.
Roman.
Would you rather have 1 hour Corbin versus Reigns in Mania or Reigns being in the main event? Hey, you know what? I'll take Corbin versus Reigns in a 1 hour match over Reigns being in the main event of WrestleMania any day. Because I don't want to see him walk out with the title. And we all know that if he walks into that match against either Brock or the Fiend, probably more likely the Fiend, he's not walking out without the title. So, I don't want to see that.
I haven't commented on your choice of garbs today because it made you look classy and sophisticated.
Thanks. Very classy and sophisticated.
You went from being a curtain to now you're
classy
and sophisticated. Apparently you clean up well.
Woo! That's funny. You could easily just go to the bathroom in that match. I mean, for reals though, I could go.
Who's gonna spend an hour in the bathroom?
You could run to the bathroom, then I could run downtown, get some food, hang out there for 20 minutes,
Nice
come
necklace
back.
as well.
Oh, thanks. It's pretty cool. It's stars in like a pattern or whatever. It jingles. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it was my sister's, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. You'd have to ask Mrs. Lee. Yo, breaking news. MVP might be in the Rumble tomorrow.
Well, one of those 2 spots. Also borrowed.
Also borrowed.
Nice necklace. Also borrowed. Yeah.
It's going to be awful
Like
at
I said, it wasn't
WrestleMania.
mine. You know, the funny thing
Yeah.
is, 90% of my clothes weren't mine to start with.
Yeah.
They have been, given to me by other people.
It's all hand-me-downs.
I'm not saying they're all hand-me-downs, but
There's nothing wrong with hand-me-downs.
no, definitely
Especially
not.
when you have a curtain.
That curtain shirt was new, though. That was nobody else's but my own. We both had it at a store, so that was mine.
We actually bought a curtain. We don't buy our nice clothes. We just buy our curtains.
Whew, it's going to be awful at Mania.
We go to the store and we're like, hey, we just want the cheapest clothes possible.
I
Do you have any curtains for sale? So we could,
I used to steal all my mom's clothes as well. Nothing wrong with that. Whoa. Maven picked that curtain shirt out herself. I did pick that out myself. Also, breaking news, Santina will probably be in the Rumble. Where there's your 2 spots.
That's it.
There's your 2.
That fills
I'm going
up
to
the
call it
entire
right
Rumble
now. Wait just a second. I probably should change my predictions with starring John's breaking news. I think Santino Marella will win the Rumble.
Or he's going to get thrown out in about 2 seconds because he's going to be number 2 and Brock's going to kill him.
Except then he's got to beat his record, though.
Wear a spear.
Like...
Kane will probably be in it as well.
Yeah, he said he was going to be in it.
He said he was going to be in it.
So, like...
Could you see Mandy Rose holding a championship?
No.
Yes.
No. I can't.
She's going to hold the championship and Otis is going to hold her.
No. That'd be dumb. I'm sorry, it would be. Just saying. SmackDown Women's Championship match, Bayley and Lacey. I said Bayley. I think Kofi will be number 2.
Bayley.
That would be awesome. I said Bayley. I think it would be awesome for Lacey to win. But...
Kofi being 2 would be cool. As long as they don't have him get, beat in, 3 seconds.
2 seconds, gotta beat that 15-second match he had with Brock. If they did that, he needs to eliminate Brock from the Rumble then.
I do like how he
right there.
responded to that, though.
What?
When, who was it that was saying, you were in that match for 5 seconds or whatever, and he goes, no, was it The Miz?
I think so.
I was in it for 3 seconds.
Oh, no, it was Corbin.
Yeah.
Corbin, it was Corbin who said that.
You see, I can't take Gleen as a serious champion. I would be an awesome champion.
I would take Sonya, the better...
Everybody would love me as
champion instead. Yeah.
Xavier Woods, number 27.
Yeah, Woods ain't coming back anytime soon, though. Roman and King Corbin, I said Roman wins because then Roman gets in the Rumble, Corbin eliminates him, Roman comes back to eliminate Corbin, and then they have their final match at WrestleMania.
And then we have the feud going on for the next 6 months.
I don't care as long as Roman doesn't main event WrestleMania. I don't
that.
really freaking care what they do with him at this point. You just can't have him win the Rumble.
Okay.
That's the way I feel.
Yes.
That's the way I will feel from now on. But once he wins the Rumble, I'm going to feel differently.
Yeah, she will feel differently.
Mm-hmm. So, Andrade and Humberto. Andrade, you said Humberto.
Yes.
And Sheamus and Shorty G. I said Shorty G.
And I said Shorty G.
I think Shorty G is going to win.
Again, it was one that I questioned because you have to look at Sheamus is just coming back, but they've made such a big deal about him being short, and Sheamus has made a joke about him being short. So I don't know. MVP is coming back to WWE will be good. Actually, they need a guy who can fit good on Raw though, right? Chad Gable. Yes, see Chad Gable. Maybe Sheamus knocks the Shorty G out of him, and he becomes Chad Gable again. Just a thought. Cool. Thank you, guys. Hey, no problem, man.
No problem at all.
No problem at all. Vince McMahon. No. Mr. G. Mrs. Glee's laughing at me. because of me talking about Shorty G, having the Shorty G knocked out of him.
On the latest episode of WWE Chronicled, John Morrison says his journey back to WWE began with a butt dial from Vince McMahon.
That's all it takes. If I butt dial Vince McMahon, they're gonna like bring me to the WWE. Let's get on it.
That's
I need his number.
hilarious.
Watch at Mania. It'll be Alistair versus Andrade for the U.S. title. Revisiting classic NXT feud at Mania.
That's funny.
Who do I think will run the Rumble?
Oh, who's your pick? Probably Roman.
I'm taking Drew.
I'm taking Drew also. Oh,
But-
what does Mrs. G think?
Oh, who does Mrs. G? I thought it was Mr. G.
No, it says Mrs. G.
Let's see if I would like
Mrs.
read.
G, who wins the Rumble?
Who wins the Rumble, Mrs. G?
Tell us. Men's and women's.
Who wins it?
Who wins the men's Rumble?
She's
Tell us
gonna.
that
I don't
first.
know. I don't even know who's in there.
Tisk, Mr. G. Who wins the men's Royal Rumble, Mrs. G?
She's gonna say Baron Corbin. Everything isn't always about you. I know, but sometimes it's one of those things you look at and you just go,
Mr. G?
oh my God, Vince Gimmick is back. Kiss my butt club.
Ooh, that's funny.
That's like a cool like club.
No, it's really not.
It'd be the KMBC club. And they could wear shirts that say KMBC.
All
And
right.
everybody go, what radio station is that?
Kiss my
What
butt
TV
club.
station is that?
Kiss my butt club. It doesn't stand for a TV station or radio station. That's funny.
Be right back, guys. We will be right here.
Okay. Mrs. G. Mrs. G.
Regal isn't in it. Regal is cool. Yes. Jim Ross didn't like it. The Kiss My Butt Club? Or Kiss Vince's Butts Club? Or Kiss whatever you want to call it? It'd be the... My biased side wants Murphy to win, not gonna lie. Yeah, I can handle that too. I can handle him winning.
B.I.B.
I wouldn't have an issue with him winning.
Well, you didn't unplug your charger.
Oh, my bad.
I'm back. Yo. We're waiting for Mrs. G.
She like checked out.
she saw the question and she was like,
Hold on, let me look it up. Let me see who's in it.
Oh, that's funny.
She probably knows enough. She's been watching, so she probably knows
She
who's
pays
in it.
attention.
Yeah. She pays attention to wrestling.
She pays
When
attention.
she's sitting around with us.
She watches it.
Sorry, chaps. Brock is winning. It's a spoiler, not a prediction.
Sorry,
It's-
chaps. Brock's not winning. Brock's not
And
winning.
then is he going to get to challenge himself? I challenge myself. Oh man, we're going to have a Tony Khan heel turn soon. I don't know. That'd be interesting. What do you think about Ring of Honor and NWA working together?
Woohoo.
And what do you think about the possibility of AEW working with them? Could you see MVP being a surprise in the Royal Rumble? No,
I can't see anybody being a surprise.
I can't. I just don't see it happening. I don't know what. I don't think there's going to be anybody that you're going to sit there and go, whoa, I can't believe they're in it.
Epic announcement set for WWE NXT.
There it is. They're going to announce that they're having a match. He's going to challenge someone on Raw in the weeks up to WrestleMania. Tune into Raw to find out. Or if you don't want to watch Raw, you could always come and watch our show because we will be talking about it. Because I know some people don't watch it anymore and they get information from us for whatever reason.
Triple H noted
Tony Khan heel turn.
during his post-Worlds Collide social media interview that NXT General Manager William Regal will announce the TakeOver Portland opponent for NXT Champion Adam Cole during Wednesday's NXT
Walter.
episode. There's no word yet on who Cole will defend against, but Triple H said the announcement will be epic.
Roderick.
It's also rumored. It's been rumored that Cole will defend against Tommaso Ciampa at TakeOver on February 16th in Portland.
No. Ciampa seems too obvious. Roderick Strong. AEW should
If
work
it's
with New
epic,
Japan, not
like,
Ring of
honestly, it's gotta be good though.
Honor. I think they've got a deal where they're trying to work with New Japan a little bit. I think they're trying to work with multiple organizations. Which I think is pretty cool because then you get that, you could have one big pay-per-view where you have like some really good matches that you wouldn't normally see.
Oh my gosh, I love the part of the DIY.
Kind of like the G1 or the G2 or whatever it is.
The DIY with the garbage.
What if Truth wins? James, if Truth wins, I may be doing flips.
I was going to say, I thought James left, and then he said, I'm back. I thought... James left, but James is back. James,
you have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing, man?
James always comes back. So I love the part of the match where they did the whole clapping thing and then like the patting on the back. I thought that was really funny. And Ciampa did that, and then Gargano came over and they were all like...
Yeah, it was good.
It was really funny.
I think Mrs. Gleen left the building.
I really think she did.
She might be dealing with the kids. The other kids. The Shane O'Mac kid. And the other ones.
The Shane O'Mac kid.
Yeah.
Shane O'Mac kid.
Velveteen Dream. No, I don't think the Dream's going to win it.
If Truth wins,
Mr. G is doing the next episode of Mrs. G's Clothes. Mrs. G probably will not like that.
Woo, that's funny.
Because then Mrs. G will not be able to wear her clothes anymore if I'm wearing her clothes.
That's hilarious.
But I will do it. If Truth wins, I will do the next episode in Mrs. G's Clothes.
What?
If Truth wins.
Okay.
Truth isn't winning, so I don't have to worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's not happening. Just not happening. Dream versus Cole. No, I don't think that's going to happen. Pretty safe. Pretty safe bet there, dude. Yes. I don't think I have to worry about it, see? So, yeah, I'll agree to that.
Should I call Mrs.
Ramp it up to Brock. No.
Should I call Mrs. G?
I'm not.
Hey.
I'm not ramping it up to Brock. Forget about that. I did. Chartreuse undeclared, so my wardrobe is safe.
But then he did declare himself over Instagram.
Yes, he did. He did come in and say.
He undeclared himself, but then he declared himself into the Rumble. Look, there's Mrs. G. She's here. I don't have to call her. We're all.
But you're safe because he doesn't want to go to Sioux Falls City, so.
He'll probably eliminate himself. In all honesty, he'll probably jump over the top rope and eliminate himself.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. So.
I hope he's number 2. That would be funny.
He goes, "Hey, Brock, you ready to go to Sioux Falls City?"
If Brock wins, you go Mrs. G's clothes. If Drew wins, I wear my Mrs. clothes. All right.
I don't get to play in the game.
No, I don't think so. I'm not playing that game.
I don't get to play. I was going to say, this isn't fair. I don't get to play the game.
Mrs. G won't like it. I'm like a foot taller than Mrs. G. So,
if it be Triple H who faces Adam Cole, I'm going to laugh.
I'm a foot taller and about 100 pounds heavier than Mrs. G, so she probably wouldn't like having me wear her clothes. Just saying.
I'm already wearing Mrs. G's clothes. So.
Actually, I'm a little bit more than a foot taller than Mrs.
Challenge
G, so.
Accepted.
Okay, 120 pounds.
Gleen changing character.
I'm 120 pounds heavier than Mrs. G.
100 pounds? I beg your pardon?
Gleen
changing Mrs. G, are you going to answer the question?
I read Sasha Banks, but it was voted the worst feud of 2018.
Maven, if Roman wins, you have to make a dress out of a shower curtain. Well, unfortunately, I don't wear dresses, so I can't accept that challenge.
She's already got a shower curtain for her shirt. The damage is done. No apologies will be accepted.
Okay, Mrs. G, you got a question to answer, bro.
Sorry, Mrs. G, I didn't mean to.
She wants...
My bad.
She wants... Give me a whole yeah. To know who you think's going to win the Rumble.
Yes.
Who's winning the Royal Rumble?
Give me a whole yeah, wants to know who. Bro,
I have no pick.
I told you.
Just pick someone.
I knew she wouldn't pick anybody. She's picking Bro.
Pick someone.
She's picking Matt Riddle.
Okay, what dude do you want to see win the Rumble?
He's not even in it, but hey, you know what?
Whatever, she can pick whoever she wants.
Yes.
Which dude do you want to see win the Rumble?
If Maven loses, she got to change her hair into blonde.
I am not. She said no. My hair is already blonde.
Yeah, her hair is blonde.
What are you even talking about?
It's just not like a blonde.
Riddle? Whoa.
Riddle. Yeah, Riddle. Bro.
Riddle's funny.
She said bro. I started a trend with R-Truth. That'd be cool if Truth won, though. I think it'd be funny if he won.
Mrs. G. Mrs. G. Mrs. G. Come on, just pick somebody. Dark brown. Hey, I've thought about dyeing my hair dark brown. I've thought about dyeing my hair platinum blonde, too.
I'm going to dye mine purple.
I'd put purple streaks in my hair, but I wouldn't dye my whole, like, head of hair purple.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
Like that purple. I'd put purple streaks in my hair. Would not do my whole head. That would suck.
I have a couple kids at school that do that.
Lovely. What, dye their hair purple?
Yeah.
Neat.
I think gray would suit you, Maeve.
Honestly, gray wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
I could probably pull off anything in all honesty.
She would take Gleen hat off. Maybe. No, you don't want to take my hat off. It's poke me in the eye.
You're really lucky you're wearing glasses. I was trying to pull your hat off while looking in the camera, and I went bonk. Woo!
If you take my hat off, you won't see anything. There'll be a big shine. You guys will go blind. Gleen, watch out. Maybe it's going to take your hat off. My lady's hair is blue. See, nothing wrong with it.
Neat. See, I think.
I just saw the Facebook Live with Hunter and Sean, and he hinted at NXT World Cup type of event down the line when they launch NXT Japan and maybe one more. But NXT World Cup thoughts. I would love to see it. In fact, I said something about this today because I haven't even seen that. I knew that they were talking about NXT Japan. I also heard they talked about NXT Australia. I think that doing something like that would be awesome. I think it would bring people. I think Japan stars would get more recognition over here. Like, we don't watch a lot of Japan stuff.
No.
But if they could pull some of the stars from Japan into NXT Japan, I think it'd be cool. And then because I think NXT does it better than SmackDown and Raw, and I think it's more of an independent type thing, and it's not the big kind of like what NWA is doing. If anybody's watched NWA, what they've done, I think has been awesome for wrestling. AEW's kind of done the same thing.
That would destroy Raw and SmackDown, bro.
AEW can't beat WWE if that happened. I think they could. I don't think that and I don't think it's about beating WWE. I think it's about them putting on their own show and giving people the opportunity to watch something different. I think that's the big thing. I would love to see an NXT Japan and NXT Australia. I think that would be cool.
I wonder if they're doing mixed match challenge this year. If so, who would you put in the match? I think there's a couple good teams they could do for sure. But I don't know who off the top of my head I would put together.
That would destroy Raw and SmackDown, bro. I don't think they're going to destroy Raw and SmackDown just because you have the mainstream people that like Raw and SmackDown. And, I mean, just look at the ratings. NXT doesn't get near the ratings that... doesn't get anywhere close to the ratings that SmackDown or that SmackDown and Raw get.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to hurt them. AEW beat NXT in their ratings. You guys got to thank that MJF promo and Cody though. Well, I think one of the reasons that it probably, and I wouldn't be shocked if they don't win next week also.
Who?
AEW.
Oh, why?
Because they're coming off a pay-per-view, and this week AEW had the whole beach thing going to Miami,
Cruise.
The Jericho Cruise thing. So people wanted to check out and see what they did there. Plus the fact that it's right before a pay-per-view, so everybody's like, okay, this is going to be a weak show just because usually going into the pay-per-view NXT is not real good.
It's after the pay-per-view.
And then, they don't have a good one after that. I mean, the after the pay-per-view one sucks as far as I'm concerned. So I'm expecting them to have low ratings on Wednesday also. NXT Japan and Kushida is their GM, or the Great Muta. Yeah, that'd be cool. So where is the other place that you've seen rumored of them putting an NXT? Because I've seen the Japan and I also saw Australia. Were the two that I had seen. And I just mentioned this earlier today talking about it.
Yeah, like literally.
Having them put it on TV. Shinsuke is so underused. Yeah, I think he would be. I think if you put him in Japan under an NXT Japan, banner, that'd be crazy. I think that it would make things so much more interesting.
Yeah.
WWE is already producing way too much content though. Are they? I mean, if you think about it, as far as like doing live shows, and things like that. Like, now that NXT is no longer on, the network.
Yeah.
I could see them wanting to pull something and put something on the network to fill a void there that they have now with NXT being on
NXT Japan,
cable.
maybe Australia. I've also heard of Africa and NXT Africa, or something dealing with the Middle East, like NXT India. Yeah, I've seen that too. Like something with the Middle East.
The Africa thing would be interesting.
Like, I have seen that. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they've already got. I'm pretty sure that they already have.
NXT Saudi will probably happen.
Yeah,
probably.
Because that's what we want.
Because, why not?
Only if they bring in Eddie Guerrero.
Stop. No.
What?
What? Somebody put this up and they go, I hope this is not real. A list of who's in the Rumble.
Hey, let me hold it.
I hope that is not
Justin
real.
Gabriel confirmed to WWE. NXT UK 205 Live SmackDown Raw plus 12 pay-per-views on top of the Saudi shows. That's too much if you ask me. The thing is, if you put live content is huge, and putting live content on the main roster or on the network, people would watch it. I think, especially if you have like the different styles of wrestling, I think people would watch it. It was too much a while ago, Export. The question is how much do you watch? I mean, obviously, people that watch wrestling, I mean, outside of people that are just WWE fans or just AEW fans or just NWA fans or whatever, I've watched a little bit of everything.
Yeah, they better not be real. I swear.
And, the Spence is killing us, Maven. Spill it. You just closed it. What'd you do with that?
It's right here. It's like a list of, like,
So
I don't know if it's real or not.
Here, let me see it.
But there is a list. And then Fightful retweeted it, and they go, I don't think this is real. Or this isn't real. So I hope it's not real. But I swear to you, if it's real, I'm going to literally die.
I don't. I came here for my catch-up. That's what I'm saying, though, is people that don't watch it a lot, but you're interested. Either you're interested in us, which, hey, cool. We can just talk about anything we want to, and then everybody go, hey, it's pretty cool. Or you're interested in coming in to find out what happened on the shows.
I swear.
And I just think that, throwing in more stuff, I think that you could hit a whole new audience with NXT Japan. You have Japanese people here that would probably be interested in it.
Dude, the people are dying to know it's on the list. and give me a whole
I just come here for the outfits.
Okay, cool.
The list. So here's the list. It basically talks about
the Royal Rumble in the order.
Rumble, who's going to be eliminated.
And the order in which people come out.
So Brock would be eliminated by Cain Velasquez.
Cain Velasquez eliminates himself.
Yeah. Which I'm assuming is because he throws Brock over, and then because it's the same time. So Velasquez would be eliminated, and like as he's eliminating Brock, goes over on his own.
I'd be okay if that was real.
Because they have them listed at the same time. Buddy Murphy is eliminated by Roman Reigns, and Buddy Murphy was the number 3 entrant. Number 4 is Aleister Black, who gets eliminated by Seth and Buddy Murphy.
Is that list that says Kane is winning? Yeah, it is.
It is.
I swear to you, this better not be
So then
real.
Seth is eliminated by Braun Strowman. Rey Mysterio eliminates Andrade. Drew McIntyre eliminates Otis. But Mandy catches him and puts him back in the ring. I'm kidding, that's not really what happens. I just made that up.
Is that what that says?
Drew McIntyre is eliminated by Roman Reigns. Big E is eliminated by Bobby Lashley. Kevin Owens is eliminated by Seth Rollins. Eric Rowan is eliminated by Keith Lee. Keith Lee is eliminated by Bobby Lashley. Randy Orton is eliminated by Drew McIntyre. Shinsuke is eliminated by Otis. Elias is eliminated by Drew. Bobby is eliminated by Rusev. Rusev is eliminated by Randy Orton. Tucker is eliminated by Drew. Kofi is eliminated by John Morrison. Rey Mysterio is eliminated by AJ Styles. Kane, the number 21 entrant, wins it. AJ Styles is eliminated by Randy Orton. John Morrison is eliminated by Braun Strowman. Ricochet is eliminated by Baron Corbin. Samoa Joe is eliminated by Buddy Murphy. Dolph Ziggler is eliminated by Roman Reigns. Braun Strowman is eliminated by Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns is eliminated by Kane. And The Miz is eliminated by Braun Strowman. And Baron Corbin is eliminated by Roman Reigns.
That's stupid.
So they are.
It better not be real. I think it's complete
It won't
joke.
happen, though. Kane winning makes a lot of sense for his retirement run.
I think it's a joke.
Kane got it's got to be Kane. It won't be happen, though. No, I don't think it's going to happen. Kane's not winning. Kane versus Fiend sounds like a Saudi match more than a Mania match. Yes, I agree.
Better be a joke. I think it's a joke. I hope it's a joke. But if it's not a joke, I'll be a little upset.
Baron eliminated by Roman Reigns. I know, that's a shock, isn't it?
Totes. 100%.
Kind of crazy. Well, he was always known for a strong showing in the Rumble. Yes. If that happens, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? We need to make sure we save that. It'd be a fun swerve. It definitely would. I don't think that anybody would be expecting that. Kind of out of the blue, just Kane wins it. Although if the show starts off and we have Brock getting eliminated by Velasquez,
then it's all going to go downhill.
Then I'm going to go, whoa. And Velasquez eliminates himself. All the guys got eliminated face each other. Yes.
Pretty much.
Except for Kane, who's really not facing anybody.
And the funny thing is, he would have only had one elimination, and he always has the most eliminations during every Royal Rumble event, so that can't be real. They misspelled Lashley in that list, so I doubt the list. Seriously, they misspelled Lashley?
I didn't pay attention. I wasn't looking at the spelling.
They did misspell Bobby Lashley! That's funny.
Well, someone spent a lot of time to create this.
They misspelled Lashley on the one, but Lashley spelled right on the other. That's hilarious.
List isn't real.
Woo.
It's a list someone spent a lot of time to make.
And they have the time.
My list will be out in a little bit. I will have my list of who's eliminated when.
The time that Aleister Black is eliminated is 27:43, not a second longer.
Yes.
27:43 on the dot.
Look at they do that with all of them, don't they? Yeah, 27:17.
But I feel like 27:43 is such a random time. That's hilarious.
What's the one right above it?
51:37.
Yeah, so there's another one that's
That's hilarious. How can you determine the time?
Well, you just kind of get close to it.
Exactly. That's hilarious.
Kane's doing make the Bobby Lashley effect. He's confused.
That's hilarious.
All right. Somebody else have anything they want to talk about?
Are we ready for tomorrow? Is everybody ready for tomorrow? I'm so excited. Legit. Tomorrow is going to be so lit.
Everybody ready for tomorrow?
Our live reactions, we're doing them. We'll be here on YouTube, but we'll also be here on Twitch per usual, our duo stream, like we always do. So, come hang out while we watch the Royal Rumble tomorrow.
Yes.
Beginning at whatever time the pre-show starts.
Kane alone himself will make me laugh, so okay, one thing is about the Royal Rumble. He did that because he smells Titus.
Let me look and see what time the Rumble starts.
Top 5 possible and realistic Rumble winners. Drew, Roman, unfortunately. Braun, KO.
You said that. Roman, unfortunately. That was funny.
I think it's one of those. I could see any one of those winning.
Nice
to see you both. Great show. I'm going to subscribe to your channel and like the video. Thank you. Give me a holy yeah. We appreciate it.
4 o'clock. Not 4 o'clock. We'll see how the pre-show goes.
And if you haven't checked out Give Me a Holy Yeah, go check out their podcast. They do an awesome job. They now have a podcast that you can listen to. I'm not watching any of your content, though, Maven. Unless you're wearing a curtain. Ricochet, Lynn, and Roman Reigns. I want to see Maven's face. Shock.
Tomorrow's gonna be fun. I can totally assure that for everybody. My reactions are gonna be solid.
Yeah.
They're gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a Royal Rumble. You don't know what you're doing.
Nope.
You don't know what's happening. You just kind of in the moment. You go, what? Yeah. I have crazy reactions, guys. Pre-show starts at 4. I don't know what time.
I try to be, man. I try.
Pre-show starts at 4.
I'm working on it.
Pre-show starts at 4. It's a 2-hour pre-show. I don't know what time we'll be on.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we're not getting on at 4 to do a 2-hour pre-show when, like, the first hour and a half is going to be nothing, and then they'll have, like, a match.
Yeah, we'll probably come on, show us some of the reactions you have planned.
Was that good?
That was pretty accurate. That'll be me.
Or here's another one. Oh.
Just get on at like 5 p.m. Yeah, that'll be like, we might come on towards the second hour of the,
That was just a preview of what you'll catch tomorrow.
Perfect, Mr. J. It'll be, it'll be something. But we'll probably come on maybe towards the second hour of the pre-show. Because they'll most likely have the match within the last, 30 minutes of the pre-show. So I think coming on at 5 is probably better than coming on at 4.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, good impression, Mr.
5-ish.
See? I knew it. See, I'm
about halfway through the pre-show, we'll probably be on, because then the main card starts at 6. So.
We will come on when the Rumble match starts, not Andrade versus Humberto. Pretty boy. But your makeup isn't as good as Maven. Sorry. Hey, I tried to do the imitation. I did as close to it as possible.
As close as possible. Yes. As close as possible.
Yeah.
Wasn't close enough, though, because you're not me.
No. I'll try to join if I'm not going to the pub. Hey, sounds good.
Sounds great.
If we see you, it's awesome. If not, you can always join us later if you wanted to. That'd be cool. We'll be here probably through all of the Rumble and then for a little bit after, so.
No, not for all the Rumble. We're only going to be here for half the Rumble,
yes.
guys. No, we're going to be here for the whole entire thing.
As long as, our internet keeps up and keeps working well, then we'll be good. If not, maybe I should just call them and say, hey, I think there's something wrong with the pole at the end of my street. Could someone come out and fix it?
Please.
Who's winning, Andrade versus Humberto?
Andrade.
Who is Andrea? Do baby face when Hulk Hogan returns.
Ooh, yeah.
Good night, give me a whole yeah.
That's
Have a good one.
Yes, everybody.
Or in your case,
have
good
a good
morning.
Day.
Because it's like 4 o'clock there, isn't it? Like 4:20? Am I wrong? Hulk Hogan's return. That'd be me. I'd be the one that's going.
I'd be like, woo.
I'd be doing the.
Hey, let's end those 20. He was in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. Yes. Bless you. Shane McMahon on number 29. No.
Alrighty, guys.
No.
We'll be back tomorrow.
No.
Live. For the Rumble. Join us. As.
Holy cow, Maven. Bless you.
It was a sneeze.
Bless you, Maven. Holy cow. Guys, just think about it. Somewhere in an alternate timeline, Triple H is running WWE, and Johnny Gargano would have been a WWE champion by now. Yeah, probably, but I think probably, Gargano is probably happy where he's at right now because he doesn't have to be on the main roster where, you may be thrown into, like, the Neverworld, and nobody knows who you are. I don't trust Triple H, number 29 again.
Good grief.
All right, we're going to take off back tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, actually. So
yes.
We'll have the Royal Rumble.
Tomorrow!
Live predictions and show.
Yes. Should be pretty lit.
Or predictions. A live show as to,
our
reactions,
live predictions.
Live reactions. I'm going to give you my predictions after the match. After each match, I'll give one. And in space right now, 2 aliens are. All right, we're out of here. Talk to you later.
Peace out, guys.